Hi, welcome to Verifier for Concurrent C Programs tutorial. VCC actually is a verification environment for softwares written in C. VCC takes a program and attempts to prove that these annotations are correct. In this tutorial, we are going to describe how to use VCC to verify C code. In this project tutorial, what we are going to do, we are going to download and use VCC code from GitHub. We are going to use Visual Studio 2015 with F# features. We are going to compile and build our VCC project. We are going to use vcc.exe. We are going to set environment variables to use VCC from any path on command line. We are going to view help features available in VCC, and finally we are going to write a sample program in C and test VCC. So let's get started. For this, what we can do is we can download the code, and after downloading the code, we have the available code within project's current code, and this is our VCC master code which we have downloaded from GitHub. Let us extract the code into a directory. As soon as we extract the code, you can see that within this VCC master, we have a vcc.sln file, that is Microsoft Visual Studio solution. We are going to open Visual Studio 2015, right click on Visual Studio 2015 and run as an administrator. For this, for compilation of VCC program, we need to have F# language features within Visual Studio 2015. So it is a good idea to download Visual Studio Community 2015 edition. Select the custom installation, and from the custom installation you have to include F# features. Now what we are going to do, we are going to open file, we are going to open a project solution, and we are going to open the solution from the directory code VCC master and vcc.sln. At the moment you can see that we don't have a host directory. We will get the host directory once we build our project. So we are going to open our VCC project. It will ask us if you want to include the code from the untrusted resources. So we'll say yes, we like to include the project. Once the project is included in our Visual Studio, it is asking to install 2015 desktop Windows. So I'm going to skip that because I don't need it at the moment. Here within the VCC we have the following directories available. Within these directories we have the program codes using which we will be building our VCC code, and we are going to build this project and we are going to use VCC. So now all our important codes are available within the VCC host, within the host.cs file, and this is the main file which executes and which compiles and tests our C programs. So I'll select the project VCC host, and I'm going to build the solution. So we started building the project. Here you can see that compilation has been started. It will take a couple of minutes to compile and build the program. So all our individual solutions like VCC translator, transformers, they will be built. Once the build process is complete, we are going to check vcc.exe within the debug directory, and we are going to set it on path, and we are going to use that for our project. So now we are building board model 12 VCC. Let's go down a minute, and you can see that build has been succeeded for the project. So now once the build has been succeeded, we have got 10 succeeded and 0 failed and 0 up to date, and some one has been skipped. So now once we have built the project, now what we need to do, we will minimize the solution, and now we'll go to the VCC directory here. Within the VCC, we have got a host directory, and we have to use the host programs. Within this host, we have a bin directory. Within debug, we will get a exe file known as vcc.exe, which we are going to use. This vcc.exe build is a command line application. So in order to access this command line application, we are going to set the environment variable. We are going to copy the path of the debug directory wherever vcc.exe is available. We'll right click on my computer, go to properties, and we are going to set advanced system settings. Within advanced system settings, we are going to select environment variables. Within environment variables, we are going to select the path. We are going to edit the path, and we are going to grab the path and we'll paste it here. So this is the path. Let's paste the path here. Make sure you use semicolon operator before pasting your path. So we have pasted the path here. Let's click on OK. As soon as we are done, click on OK, and now we will be able to access VCC from the command line. So in order to do that, we'll click on Start button. We're going to open command prompt. Let's run the command prompt as an administrator. Now from any of the directories, we will be able to execute vcc.exe. So once we execute vcc.exe, you can see that it gives us an information that no source files to compile. Now what we have to do is, we can view the help of VCC using /? option. As soon as we press enter, we get full details of options which are available to use with our verifier for concurrent C programs. For this demonstration, we are going to write a simple program, and we are going to test that with VCC. In order to do this, what we will do, we are going to make a directory, and let's call it as demo_VCC. We'll go to the directory demo_VCC, and here we are going to write a program. So let's open a program, call it as notepad first.c. So we are going to open the notepad file, and we are going to write a simple C program which we are going to verify with our C program. It's going to be a very simple program. This is just to get to know how you can write a C function and how you can test that with verifier for concurrent C programs. In order to do this, the first thing we have to include is vcc.header file, so that we can compile the program with VCC. Then we have to include, let's say, my original program stdio.h, #include stdlib.h. We have to include integer main, and finally I'm going to return 0. So let's say this is my simple program written in C. which is going to be compiled by my verifier for concurrent C program. This includes vcc.header file, which help VCC to read the program and compile the program and test the concurrency of the program. Standard input, output and libraries will be used to for some functions in case if we want to use some functions within the main. Now finally we are going to return 0 after execution of the method. So let's click on save, and the C program has been saved. If we execute the dir command, you can see that a first.c program of 82 bytes has been created here. Now we are going to clear the screen and we are going to test our vcc.exe program to test my first.c. As soon as we execute, you can see that we are going to make use of some F# code libraries. So let's get those libraries first. We'll hold on for a second. So now what we'll do, we'll execute vcc.exe and we have our first.c program. We are going to execute the command. Once we execute the command, our verifier for concurrent C program will verify all the functions which are included. So it has verified the SW printf functions, and we have got in all the cases this program will work fine. So hence our verifier for concurrent C program has verified that our first.c will be working in all the concurrent conditions. So thank you for watching this video. We will proceed with all the options which we can use with VCC and various examples which we can verify using concurrent C program in upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.